Hello students. Let's begin with our chapter number 3 geography. Next point, that is earthquake. Actually I already discussed with you earthquake, but just we recall again. See, I discussed about the earthquake. We already see the focus and epicenters. The focus or a hypocenter, it is a point of origin of the earthquake. Sudden movements occur deep below the crust or metal, causing the tectonic plates to the moving vigorously. So I told you, please see the picture in your textbook also, and here also you can see this slide. And concreted shock waves generated from the point and determine the extent of the damage caused. So you can find where is the epicenter, and you can find many are the epicenter. We will discuss further. And the plates movements, you can see the plates movement in this slide. Even you can see the focus and seismographic waves. Okay, then we will see the epicenter. It is a point on the earth's surface which is directly above the focus. It is mostly common used to describe the point of concentrate of an earthquake. The strength and magnitude of the earthquake is measured on the Richter scale. An earthquake whose measurement is above 7 or 7 Richter scale can cause major damage. Here one example is given in your textbook regarding the case study is given about the Bhuj. This earthquake occurred in India on 26 January 2001, recently, actually not that much year over. So you can find that 6.9 Richter it was 6.9 Richter scale. So great disaster, or you can say you have finds lot of devastation in the Bhuj. Till now they are not recovered many of the areas. So earthquakes are now measured in the using of moment magnitude scale or simply the magnitude scale, and this is major size of seismographic waves or seismic waves during the earthquake. So you can see the school was affected, even 971 students and 31 teachers are feared and they have lost their lives in following collapse the school building. There are so many things in your textbook. So you can see that is the case study on page number 14 of your textbook. When I am teaching you, student, please open your textbook in front of you. It will be easy to understand, right? And then we will discuss about the tsunami. Tsunami is also one type of earthquake. When the epicenter of the earthquake is in the seabed, it caused huge tidal waves which could have a devastating effect on the seashore. Such phenomena is known as tsunami. You can find tsunami is a very frequently word used by many times, right? You must be knowing very well. Then what is, you can see this picture of tsunami, the water displacement you can see here, the seabed you can see, the epicenter you can see, the plates movement you can see. By this plate movement, the epicenter, you can find the water displacement, and because this is cause tsunami. Then we can see these are the endogenic forces. It occur beneath on the surface of the earth. It caused by the natural devastation, physical change of the earth surface, like, and this is the endogenic. Now exogenic is nothing but the two elements, that is air and water. It refers the external phenomena occur on the above the surface, and endogenic is down the surface. So please find out the difference between this thing, make out the difference between these two things, right? Then we will talk about the waterfall. Now we will talk about the work of rivers. It is there in your textbook. So major land forms in that you can find the soil erosion, weathering. I discussed weathering and erosion already in last videos. Now work of the river. Can you see the work of the river? The running water from the river roads from the landscape. When the river trembles and steep into angle over very hard rock or a down steep toward the valley, it's form a waterfall. The waterfall are often formed where the layer of the harder rock overlays the layer in the soft rock. Nowadays the full of rainy season is there. You please go and watch. Sometime you go with your parents, but cover your face, keep distance, and go and see the in Islapur we have a waterfall. And nowadays I just went Ratneshwari. When you go Ratneshwari, just you find there are small waterfalls. How they come? You go and watch. Sometime go. I know we in this pandemic we are getting bored. Go for with your parents. Don't go in the groups. Go one or two and watch that waterfall. Then we will see here waterfall. Then waterfall, as the river passes through the soft rock and it is able to erode the faster rate, forming a steep in the river bed. You can see how it is going in the steep and how the waterfall occur. Right. Then we'll discuss the force of the hydraulic action does to two things. Further, the erosion makes a plug pole and not beggar into over time. You can see over the time there is a flowing from hard rock. From the soft it become harder rock. Water is flowing from harder rock. It become a waterfall. You can see the figure in your textbook 3.4. Then we can see the waterfall as the knot grows. Like you can see the knot in between. Eventually there isn't enough support under the harder rock, so it's collapsed into the plug pool. Like you can see the picture in your textbook. Harder rock, softer rock, undercut and power into water. So hard rock from that soft rock will be coming and waterfall. Go through the nearby our areas and see the waterfall. The process of erosion continues further eroding or the knot and plug pool. Eventually the harder rock above will be collapsed again, meaning that the waterfall will retread and stream over the time. Now that is become waterfall, and mostly it's happen in the rainy season. Otherwise the flow was not that much, but waterfall is more. Now there are so many waterfalls, small and big, in our all over the world. The highest waterfall in the Angel falls in the Venezuela and South America. The other waterfall in Nigeria waterfall, you can maybe you knowing that name. It's located on the border of between the Canada and USA, Nigeria in North America, and Victoria Fall is border in near Zimbabwe in Africa. So these are the big waterfalls. Then next point is, why do the river curves? Now river used to flow, but they having different curves, very variation you can find in the rivers, how wide it is curved. You please go through the picture figure number 3.5 in your textbook, Our Changing Earth. Right. In this picture you can see river cause changes on the surface over which its flow. Actually, wherever the river the flow, it is sometimes it is plain, it flows straight, sometimes it's rough about the plateau. You can find different way. So here is the minder. What is meant by minder? As the river enter into plain and twist turn flowing, forming a large bend towards the is known as minder. It is a snake pattern. You can see the snake pattern in this PPT or in this slide, forming an alternative eroding sediments from outside and bending and depositing them inside. You can see this how the river flow in the different like snake like, it's a snaking like, right. Then we will discuss Oxbow Lake. An Oxbow Lake is a U shape. Can you see this U shape body of the water that form when a wide meander form a main stream of the river and cut off and creating freestanding body water. Or you can say in the course of time the meander cut off. This meander means where the water is standing. Due to continuous erosion and deposition, this water flows and its shape into the U shape, you can say U shape. So and this U shape is cut off like lake, like it's become a oxbow. It's called Oxbow Lake. So the landform so named for an distinctive curve shape resemble to the bow pin like an oxbow shape. You can find this oxbow shape. You can see the house oxbow. Then you will find the flood plain. This is very important in this period to understand what is flood plain. So as its flood, you can see the Assam and nearby Manipur and Tripura. A floodplain is generally flat area of a land next to the river or a stream, or it stretch from the bank of river, outer edge of the valley. Floodplains are naturally flooding outlet for the river. So you can see as the floodplain deposit the layer of the fine soil and material, they are called sediment. Sediments means the material and all things are coming with the river water. जो रेती वगैरह जो आती है, जो पत्थर वगैरह सब रिवर के साथ बह के आते हैं उसको सेडिमेंट बोलते हैं, और वो सेडिमेंट्स क्या करते हैं अलॉन्ग विद द बैंक ऑफ रिवर के साथ फ्लो होते आते हैं और वो एक फॉर्मेशन बनाते हैं फर्टाइल लैंड का, उसको बोलते हैं फ्लड पेन. सो यू कैन फाइंड इन मोस्टली इन मोर फ्लड कहाँ होता है, आसाम में, त्रिपुरा में, उस तरफ जहाँ फ्लड है, नागालैंड उस तरफ जहाँ है, उस उधर ही ज़्यादातर फ्लड पेन मिलते हैं, और मोस्टली रिवर बैंक्स जहाँ गुड रिवर रेन है, राइट. सो एग्रीकल्चर रिमेन्स क्रिटिकल इन इंडस्ट्री फॉर द फ्लड पेन्स टुडे. इट हैज स्लाइटली सेडिमेंट्स रिच इज न्यूट्रिशन दैट सपोर्टिंग द प्लांट ग्रो, और प्लांट ग्रो बहुत अच्छा होता है फ्लड प्लेन्स में. दे रेज द बैंक ऑफ दैट. Then we'll talk about levees. So in the times of the flood, a river may overflow in the bank and spread over the floodplain. As it does so, it loses energy and deposit its material across the floodplain. You can see this how the floodplain in this A, B and C. And as it carry more energy and carry large particles, this deposit first therefore build up along the bank of the river and form a natural embankment. Means एक तरह की compound wall जैसा बना लेते हो. They are called levees. So these levees will become higher every time and the river floods. So you can find the raising the bank, और बैंक को रेज बना दे, ऊपर पानी हो जाता है, उसको levees बोलते. You can see this picture by this river may flow. You can see this picture. New river levees formed every time in the river. See, this movement mostly happen in rainy season. You can just if you are a good geographian, you can imagine. Today I went through areas in our Nanded. I went to Ratneshwari. So I find different new things there. I feel ki it is really, I stopped there, the waterfall is coming on, but it was small waterfall, but it was good to see. So sometime you should visit our areas, what is happening, what we are learning, it should be relevant, right? Then we talk about this. You can see this levees, how it is levees are. This is, you can every time you can see this thing near areas. It's not like that ki you don't know. Then we'll talk about delta. This is very important and very important, delta, right? So delta is a form of the mouth of the river where the river flow and into the ocean or other water bodies. Suppose every river has to meet to the ocean. So when it's meeting to the ocean, all directly it is not meeting to the ocean. They make a root like. You can see the roots, how the tree have a roots. When the river carry the sediments, reaches to the body and standing water, it reduces its velocity and causes deposited sediments at the mouth. So when the river comes, it's carry lot of things, sediments with it. And what happened at the top, when it's meet, they having different direction. Over the time, such sediments builds to raise over the surface of the water. The water have let me tell you that water can move anywhere. There is, if you put into, there is no any fix like solid when you keeping here only, it can be flow anywhere. So such over time of the sediments build up and rise above the surface of the water. The river then cuts. The river in the cuts, you can find the land and form a different branches. Like after that more water जब जमा होते रहता ना, तो रिवर को कैसे एक तरह के अलग अलग डायरेक्शन मिलते रहते, तो एक तरह का वो ब्रांचेस में आ जाता है वो रिवर. वो जो ब्रांचेस है उसको हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरीज बोलते हैं, और ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरीज नहीं तो वो डेल्टा बन जाता है. डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरीज देखो, आप डेल्टा देखो. सो बे ऑफ बंगाल डेल्टा इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. दैट इज सुंदरबान डेल्टा. वी कैन फाइंड द रिवर बिकम स्लो एंड बिगेन डिपॉजिट एंड लोडेड. ईच डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव फॉर्म इट्स ओन माउथ. हर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव को अपना खुद का ऐसे माउथ के साथ, और पूरा जो कलेक्शन होता है सेडिमेंट्स का, वो एकदम वहाँ जहाँ रिवर और सी मिलते हैं वहाँ जमा हो जाता है. वो जमा होकर रूट के फॉर्म में आता है, उसको डेल्टा बोला जाता है. आई ऑलरेडी शो यू डेल्टा इन आवर सोशल साइंस लैब. आई थिंक सो लास्ट वीडियो आई शोड यू. सो सुंदरबान इज़ अ बिग डेल्टा. You can find, and it is there in your textbook, right? So these are the these pictures what I will show you the map of the India. You can find the here is India, and in that you can see West Bengal is a big delta. So Sundarban is a big delta. You can find all over the world. So this is about what I was talking to you of this the work of the rivers. Now next point is our work of sea. We will see next video. Okay, and I hope you are understanding, and please keep your textbook in front of you. I am teaching you very simple way. I am not making any modulations of or anything. I already we visited only in the social science lab. I found there some of the modules, and hopefully whatever I am getting I am helping. In that way I want to help you. Thank you, and God bless you, dear children.